So you're here because you have mold in your attic. I'm sorry. What we're going to do is go over why you have it, what it is, and how we fix it. Hi, I'm Jim Singletary at RoofSmart. We're going to talk about mold remediation, what it is, why you need it, different options for it, and why it's really important. So let's dive in. So why do you have mold? Well, it's a combination of things that culminate in effectively condensation, right? Wet wood in your attic. Why do you have wet wood in your attic? It's because you have probably air leakage. You could have bad insulation, so you've got too much heat escaping, right? And then it hits that cold surface on the underside, and then it turns to water when it's humid outside. The other component is ventilation. We have lots of content on ventilation, so we'll cover that somewhere else. A lot of times people ask us, well, I understand I have mold, but is it bad? And yeah, it's really bad. So mold is toxic. You're going to have a level at which you have a health impact. And it's different for everybody. So you may be fine. It may not bother you, but it could be that maybe whenever your mother visits, she feels sick. It could be that you've got a child that's got asthma. You don't know why. Maybe they're just born with it. Usually not. Usually there's some environmental factor. What we find, oftentimes, after we've remediated the mold, these problems go away. So mold remediation, what are your options? There's basically two. The first one, which is not what we do, but we call it spray and pray. And this is most of the industry. What it means is some small guy crawls through your attic, sucks out the insulation that's there so that everything is exposed and available. Then they spray something on it to kill it. Let's call it bleach. It's a variant of that. And then you wait for that to dry. Again, the small guy has to crawl through the attic and then paint everything with kills. The reason for that is to seal it. So the logical question is, why do you need to do that if they killed the mold? Well, the answer is they just killed what you could see. It's still living in the wood, right? It's soaked in, it's a spore, and they can't reach everything either, right? Because it's some guy crawling through an attic. And if you've ever been in an attic, just imagine how unlikely it is that somebody's going to crawl to every inch of your attic and scrub it clean. Give me a break. Are you even going to be able to check? Will their supervisor be able to check? Absolutely not. They're not going in there. After they spray things, then they coat everything, and then they pray. They give you a year warranty, a 2-year warranty, and they just expect you're never going to look again. And then they charge you to fill it back up with insulation. So we don't like that. That feels like a waste. So we looked for better technology. We use this cool chemical. I can't pronounce it. What it does is it goes through a mister. So we kind of seal everything up. We put the fogger in the attic. It sort of bombs the whole area, and it soaks into everything. It's this thick, milky fog. It's an atomized chemical, and it's in the space that you need it. We can use it in living space, crawl spaces, of course, typically for us, doing it in the attic. It saturates the insulation, it saturates the wood. Anything porous, it just gets in there. And that just zaps everything, kills the mold. Second phase, we wait for that to clear. We put a second treatment. It creates nanospike barriers on everything. So it's like this little microscopic bed of nails that coats everything. What it does is anytime a mold spore hits it, it ruptures it. That makes it so that the mold can't come back. Because of course, this is the Northwest. You've got mold spores all over the place. What happened is you had an environment where it took root, so to speak, and blossomed. Everybody's pulled out a dandelion before. If you just snap off the flower, it's coming back, right? What we do is we basically poison it so it doesn't come back. Big question people have is it safe for you? Typically what we say is while we're doing the work, which will be, depending on the size, a couple hours, few hours, be downstairs, take a walk, we'll open up all the doors and windows so it airs out in your living space, and it'll be good to go very quickly. All right, so of course what you want to know is how much does it cost? And of course, like everything, there's some variables to it, but just to give you a general idea, something like $3 to $4 per square foot, something like that. But it's one piece of the puzzle. So what we don't want to do is just treat it. We want to cure the environment that set it up to do that. And so we're going to fix the ventilation, insulation, all of those things that may be contributed to it, whatever they may be. But that gives you an idea. So many times what we see is people that treat this as a standalone isolated thing, and you have to treat it as a whole system. That's one of the big advantages to working with a contractor like us, because we take care of the whole thing. We look at it as a system, as a picture, just like a body. I hope you learned something. We've got a lot of other content on ventilation, insulation, etc. So like and subscribe if you want to learn more. Thanks for watching. I hope it was good for you. Let's get together so you can nail it.